Now I'm gonna show y'all how to make dark Cubeatz style loops like this one right here. So as you can see, there's quite a few layers. So we're gonna go through every single sound and why I chose those sounds and kind of go through the whole mindset of everything. You feel me? So when I started this loop, I didn't really know where I was going with it. I didn't really have any direction or anything. So when I don't really have any direction like that, I just try to get like some simple chords and a really cool preset and then just kind of see where that takes me. So I got this preset right here in Analog Lab and I just laid down these two like really simple chords. You know what I mean? All this is just boom, that's a regular triad. And then we just take this over here and then we just go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just take that little middle one right here and we put it up an octave. 2 chords, really easy to make. So the reason why I put the chords like this rather than having them be like this, you know what I mean, like how we would normally do chords, is that sometimes like space is really cool in loops. It's like way more mysterious sometimes when you leave that space. And then that also allows you to take other sounds and fill up that space as well. Then if we go to the mixer track, as you can see right here, no effects. Now, what did I just say? Sometimes you could take that space and fill it up with other sounds. And that's exactly what I did right here. Now, this does say bell, but it sounded so crazy. This is a one shot from ATL Culture Volume 3. Shout out to the homies, Mike Fuego and Tri-Freeze, you feel me? I definitely use quite a few of their sounds in here. And then if we go over to the mixer track, all you can see right here is just some reverb and then some EQ to cut out the lows. Now, this is what the first 2 sounds sound like together. If you make a loop and if you change different sounds for different sections, it could be really saucy. So after that, I kind of just wanted to layer the keys, so I went and got another one shot. This one is the Bell Tilts from ATL Culture Volume 3. So as you can see with this pattern right here, it is much more present. It's like less ambient and it's also a little bit more harsh. And then for that, I just put some delay on it and that's it. I felt like it sounded good as it was. I just kind of wanted it to like echo out so it kind of matched. And then once again, another one shot to fill up the space. This one is the Vocal Ghost one shot. Now I really like this one because it almost sounded like a riser. And then if you look right here, no effects on it either. Sometimes if you just got good sounds, you ain't gotta do nothing too crazy to them. So if we look at the loop right now, it's actually in a really solid state. Like this right here is like pretty good as a loop on its own. But like when I was making this loop, I just wanted to be like hella extra. So after that, I proceeded to add like 8 more layers. Real quick, I need to tell y'all about my MIDI collection kit. I know we're talking about a trap loop right now, but this MIDI kit I'm about to tell you about is like the only West Coast MIDI kit you will ever need in your entire life. I got melodies, I got chord progressions, I got synthy progressions, I got counter melodies. You feel me? You don't believe me? Key, run the beat real quick.
Hey, go ahead, Infinite.
Now with this kit, you get over 140 midis for melodies. You get over 200 hi-hat MIDI patterns, over 50 808 patterns, and literally over hundreds of MIDI patterns. So if that's something that you need, first link in description. So the purpose for every other sound now is basically gonna be to add texture, to add accents, to kind of just like add ear candy, make it sound kind of fancy. You feel me? So that's what I did with this Analog Lab preset right here. It says Elmo be like, I don't know. Sometimes these banks be having some weird names, you feel me? If we go over to the effects, nothing crazy, just kind of like EQ'd it so it sounded how I wanted it to sound. Then after that, I was like, time to get the bass in here. Once again, another one shot. I'm not sponsored, brother. We're really just following the root notes here, but to kind of like spice it up and just add like a little bit of movement and kind of like fill in space and stuff like that, I added these like little passing notes right here, and it just goes back to the root note just so we feel like we went back home and everything like that. I put fresh air on the bass. That's weird. Did I really put fresh air on the bass? Okay, so I don't remember putting fresh air on the bass, and I don't know why I would typically, what I'm guessing I did here, because I made this loop a little while ago, like a couple weeks ago or something like that. I like the high end frequencies in the bass, so I just kind of wanted to accentuate that. That's usually what this means, but yeah, I think I just like that weird texture that it got. Yeah. I mean, it sounded good at the end of the day, so I'm not really tripping. Then, like I said, everything from this point on is really just like adding textures and just making things sound like cool and different and weird. Speaking of cool and different and weird, yeah, I added that. And then with the effects, all I did was just, you know, reverb, delay, nothing crazy. Now when making loops, I usually like putting vocals in certain spots. And since I feel like I put vocals in my loops a little too much, sometimes I'll kind of just like put things where I would normally put vocals. I got this one shot right here, which is another accent. And I just put it like where I would normally put like a vocal, which is like halfway through the first bar. And then this is just running through the same effects as the last one. And then just to give a little bit more presence and a little bit more impact to the loop, I added this one shot, which is just basically like a very low piano note. And then for the effects on that one, I just cut out some of the low end so it doesn't clash with the bass that we put in there. Then after that, I just added like this perk loop and then 2 more textures. Yeah, so for the texture, there's like no effects and everything like that. And then for the perk loop, all I did was really just put some reverb on it. Then when I was done, I exported it and I pitched it up 2 semitones. And I just put this little EQ on here just because I wanted to boost a little bit more of the highs, just make it feel a little bit more crisp. And that's how I got this loop, brother. So if you like the video, hit the like. If you want to sub, hit the sub. If you want to comment, throw a comment. And much love. Peace out.